Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope Thanksgiving was great. We were up in the mountains of West Virginia. I like to rent a great big vacation house and all my children were there. And we had a new guest this time. Graham's puppy came. Graham and Anna got a puppy. He's adorable, he's a rescue, and he was mistreated, which just kills me, but he is in a safe and loving home now, and that is a reason to celebrate. So Levi joined us for Thanksgiving. I would like to give you a big welcome. If you have come over from Joy's channel, I'm happy to have you. Hi, Joy. We have been conversing with each other back and forth through YouTube, and I'm so grateful that she mentioned me on her channel and that some of you came over to see me. Yay, yay, yay. Well, I told you in my last video that I wouldn't be back until December, but here's the deal. I'm going out of town. I'm leaving December 1st, and I hope to come back at you again from the Gulf Coast because, oh yes, I'm going back to Naples, Florida. But guess what? The fabric is rolling in. It's rolling in, the patterns. I gotta do a haul video. I've got to show you, or it's going to become so mountainous that it won't fit in one video. So that's why I'm here today. I'm going to show you what I got, and then next time you see me, I hope it'll be from Naples, Florida, where it's hot and sunny, as opposed to here, where it is sunny, but it's cold, really cold. I'm wearing a little dress. You can't see it. It comes down to about my knee. I've got on tights and my wood clogs today with it. This is an old Vogue. I'll put the number up. I no longer have the pattern. I completely sewed the bias binding on backwards, so let's call it a design element. I tossed the pattern thinking it was dreadful. And, you know, now I like the dress, so I don't have the pattern. Well, let's start with, we'll do fabric, patterns, fabric, and I'll try to get this show on the road and not point. I'm a pointer, which reminds me, I wanted to say, why is my channel called Vivmom Sews? Why do I go by Vivmom? It's a good question. My given name is Vivian. Those who are close to me and know me call me Viv or Vivi. And the mom part is my 3 children. Of course, I think they're the most fascinating people on earth. I wanted to spend as much time as I possibly could with them while they were growing up. And so I stayed home with them and I homeschooled all of them. And so being a mom, it's just so integral to my identity. I thought, I gotta use it. I've gotta put it in my username, and that's what I started doing. Then I had my little clothing labels printed up with Vivmom. And then when I started my channel, it was just a natural choice. So I ran with Vivmom and I've never looked back. Well, I'm excited because I found a new place on Etsy and it is called FABULACE. I will write it here and I will also write it in the description box, of course. I was just, you know, how some people do who buy a lot of fabric. I was just looking around on Etsy. What might I find? And I found FABULACE, and they had such great bargains. So to start off with, now this was a pre-cut of only 1 yard, but it is a gorgeous ITY knit with a really pretty coral salmon pink flower motif on it, and the flowers are big and sort of spaced unevenly. I could only get 1 yard of this, but it was really cheap. It was like $3.75, I think. And I really loved the pale blue and the orange flowers. Then they had this gorgeous trim in black lace. I forget how much I paid for this. I got 5 yards of it. It came in a 5-yard bundle. And so I think I can definitely use that on dresses, shirts, not jackets, but then check this out. This is a sweater knit. It's not terribly thick. You know, that sweater knit I sewed for my husband, that orange 3/4 sleeve pullover, was out of something very similar to this, where it has the ribbing and it's not terribly thick. This one's a little more opaque though. And I thought, when I opened it, I thought, why did I buy that? What was I thinking? I'll tell you what I was thinking. I was thinking 3 yards for $5.38. That's what I was thinking. So I have 3 yards of this, and it was a smoking deal, and I'll make something warm. I don't know, maybe a dress. Yeah, probably a dress. And then last from FABULACE was rayon, a rayon border print, and it's awfully pretty. They didn't call it challis, they just said rayon. So I'm not sure what the difference is there. This is very light, very drapey, and it's got that pretty border on it. So that is what I bought from FABULACE, and I think they're fabulous. Check them out if you want to. Patterns. Do you remember this? This was in the massive stacks of things from Molly, the older woman who passed away, from her sewing room. And this was a stretch and sew bodysuit and tee. So I think I've mentioned, I'm the type of person who thinks if 1 is good, then 10 are good. Well, in this case, 9. I won an auction for 9 stretch and sew patterns from eBay. I got all 9 of them delivered to my door for $17. Now, I can't do the math, but I think that's a pretty good price for each pattern, and they're huge. Look how big these are. So the first one I have is something called the Big Top. I hope I don't look like a circus tent in it. This is called the Big Top. And that is stretch and sew 255. So it's definitely, oh, it does call for knit. I'm sorry, I thought this might have called for a woven. Well, I guess stretch and sew, they're all gonna be stretchy, right? Yeah, so there's 1, 2, stretch and sew, 1, 3, 5, 2. They call that a racing suit. That will probably not see the light of day for yours truly, but I could make it for a younger, lither body, maybe my daughter or daughter-in-law. This is a set-in sleeve jacket. I will list all these pattern numbers in the description box. I can't imagine that anyone would want to go buy them, but you know, I will do that. So there we have the set-in sleeve jacket. And yes, this calls for a knit. It says, for best results, use a knit with 25% stretch. This is a men's alpaca cardigan and pullover sweaters. I thought those would be great, rather timeless. Although, I don't know about those line drawings. Puffy sleeves gathered into cuffs. I don't know. Do you ever say, why did I buy that? Okay, this is a classic jacket 1770. Stretch and sew. The suggested fabric is menswear polyester. I don't know if that will be happening, but I thought it looked like a nice pattern with 2-part sleeves and a vent there in the back, and just a pretty classic design. The lapels aren't too crazy huge, are they? This was a repeat in the auction. So we have classic cardigan sweaters. That's a pretty sure bet right there. And you get quite a few to choose from. This is a blazer in knit. Could happen, I guess. It could happen. A vest for men. Looks mighty short. I think I need my head examined, but you know, that's nothing new. So those were my stretch and sew patterns. Now I have a huge box of fabric from Fabric Mart. They got it to me jiffy quick, as my dear Aunt Dodie might say. And I'll go through it very quickly. So here we have a gorgeous, what do they call this? Abstract Shapes Lawn. Abstract Shapes Lawn. I bought 2.5 yards for $4.80 a yard. This I fell in love with. I ordered some Windham cotton from them on my last Fabric Mart order, which I don't think I've shown to you. So that'll be coming up in another video. That Windham cotton was some of the prettiest cotton I think I've ever seen. It was just so luxurious and cool and just so tightly woven. Beautiful. So I thought, if they have any more Windham cotton, I'm ordering it. Well, they did have more, but check out this print. That's some crazy, weird, wild, wacky stuff right there. However, I thought this would be fantastic for a vintage dress. And you know I'm all about the vintage dress. So this was that beautiful Windham cotton. I got it for $3.60 a yard. I can't believe the deal there. And that was 3 yards of that gorgeous stuff in those crazy colors. Windham cotton. This I just flipped for. This is a, I can't find the sticker on it, but it is a jersey knit. It is cotton with 5% lycra, I believe. And it's, you know, do they call that painterly, where it looks like someone just walked up to it with a paintbrush and painted it. And the colors are magnificent. I'm in love. I think that I will make a dress out of this because I bought 3 or 3.5 yards of it. So that's a stretchy. I'll show you the stretch. Good amount of stretch. Doesn't feel like the recovery is going to be all that great. I don't know if it's because that print, it's kind of stiff there where it's painted on. I don't care. I just love it so much. This was $1.99 a yard. It's just a green cotton polyester, let's see, cotton polyester jersey knit. So it's a little bit rough. It's not, it doesn't have the softness, but for just a toss on top, doesn't have a lot of stretch, almost none. $1.99 a yard. I bought 2 yards to make a top. This is cool. I like this stuff. It's blush pink modal polyester lycra puckered sheer novelty knit. So here's the color. If I back up, you can see the color a little bit more accurately. It's just a very light blush pink. and it's got a very cool pucker. Now, it's not super heavy. It's very light, as a matter of fact. And that's gonna be a duster. Get ready for another duster. Finally, this gorgeous stuff is a wool polyester lycra plain weave stretch suiting in a glorious plum. Look at that color. In fact, it looks kind of pretty with this blush pink. So since this had wool in it, it was a little pricier, but I got it for $6 a yard, and it is just beautiful. It's got the drape, it's got the softness, it's even got a teeny bit of a sheen. Very luxurious, doesn't have a wrinkle on it, even after shipping. Perfect. And then look what they did. They gave me a big bundle of zippers. I haven't opened them up yet, but that was a little bonus that I didn't see coming. So I've got a bunch of new zippers from the wonderful, wonderful fabric Mart. And if these are 22-inch zippers, you know that's really long. Check that guy out. You know they'll be going in some 60s dresses. These are really nice. They're like heavy duty. See that? Fabric Mart. You gotta love them. Okay, let me arrange myself here. Like I said, I'm gonna be coming to you from Florida next. I'm gonna take my tripod. I'm gonna try to set up on the beach, and hopefully people won't think I'm a weirdo. And it might be too loud on the beach, but we'll see. Anything goes. I'm gonna hit Joann's down there. I'm really hoping that Hobby Lobby puts some patterns on sale, because gosh darn it, I need some patterns. So actually I'm sitting here staring at tons of patterns that I haven't shown you yet. So I'm coming back. I will have more fabric. I will have more patterns. I'm wishing you a great day. Thank you for being here, and we'll talk again soon, okay? Bye.